Assalamu alaikum, wonderful viewers. Welcome to the Poetry Slam. So here on Eco TV International, the People's Choice, where we celebrate the power of words, the beauty of expression, and the art of poetry. I am your host, Roheyatou. Every week, we invite talented poets to come and showcase their talents and their work. And today with me is one of the best, and his work has won the heart of many around the world. He will introduce himself shortly. But before that, you can kindly follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for more interesting episodes. And sponsors are also invited. You can call on the various numbers on the screen to sponsor this program. Thank you very much, and welcome to the show.
Thank
Please
you so
introduce
much.
yourself to the people.
I am Conteh, poetically called Julabaa Conteh. I've been in the industry for like 4 years now. I think this is my 5th year, and I can say, poetry is, in fact, not one of the things, but it is the thing that I love doing the most.
Okay.
So I have passion for it, and then, I have a mentor coaching me, but now I can say I'm my own mentor.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Well, Ramadan Mubarak to you, first of all.
Thank you so much.
Okay, hope you are fasting.
Yes, I'm fasting.
You are skeptical to answer the question.
It seems like, but I'm fasting. I'm sure.
All right then. Well, your name is quite interesting because in Mandinka Julabaa, I mean the ones that share. How did the name came about?
Yes, as you said, Mandinkas, Julabaa is someone who says, and I can say, from where I am from, that is what we are known for. And I could vividly remember, when I was a kid, my grandpa, may his soul rest in peace, he normally gave us clothes, to go and sell. Okay. Call it Fukajai. So yeah, we will be there 5-5, calendar 5-5, So it's quite interesting, and I love it. So that is where I derive my name from.
Okay.
Because I was doing it before, and I love doing it.
Are you still on it?
No, right now I am not on it. Right now I'm selling words.
Okay.
Yeah, I was selling clothes, but I'm now selling words through the use of poetry.
Okay, now what inspired you to become a poet? Was there a specific moment or experience that led you to it?
Yes, the thing that inspired me the most is, my mentor, Genius Jangha, was one of the people, that inspired me the most, because we were in the same class. We are classmates from grade 10 to 12. So there was a day I was reciting his piece. Okay,
you are also a Gambia student?
I'm a product of Jihad.
Okay.
Are you one?
Still?
What the Gambia? So, there was a day I was reciting his poem in the class, and he did not even tell me he's the one who wrote the poem.
Okay.
So I was there, I recited the poem, until when I'm done. So there was a friend of mine, Bintanjai. She said, "Do you know who wrote this poem?" I said, "Actually, I don't know, but I love this passage, and I love the content, in the poem. That is the world we are living in."
Yeah, I also love that.
You understand? Poem. Yeah, exactly, because the poem has so many messages. So Binta was a friend to Genius, so she told me he's the one who wrote the poem, but Genius himself did not tell me. So I was like, wow, so I went and hugged him, I embraced him because he got the talent. One thing, if Allah gift something to someone, you just appreciate it.
Sure.
You understand? So I was there, I celebrated him, and then I love moving with him now. So I was like, when he said, okay. He said, there's only one secret in poetry. Just write and write and write until you get it right. Understand? So I was following that. So I wrote my first piece. That is
Hunger is striking.
Hunger is striking. I wrote the poem since I was in grade 10.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, I wrote the poem. Unspoken reality. Okay. So I went to him, and then I showed him the piece for the first time, writing a poem. He went through it. He was like, "This is amazing," because many people, if they tell me I want to do poetry, when they write, I must send them back. But for this, I will take you to the studio myself. He took me to the studio. I paid nothing. I recorded, and then yeah, it went viral, so he was like, "Boy, you can do it," and then he started supporting me, But I can say he's the main source of inspiration, of me taking the journey of poetry as a poet.
Okay. So he's your big supporter.
He is my biggest support.
Okay, shout out to him then.
No, shout out, Babaji.
Okay, what does this poetry mean to you, and how has that meaning evolved over time?
Okay, poetry meant a lot to me.
All right.
You understand? Because it is the only way, you know, we can voice out our grievances, and also we can voice out some of the things that are happening in our nation, you know, because there are certain things you cannot fight physically, you know, but at least you can verbally. You understand? Maybe if you speak, people will be exactly. So people will be like, okay, but then come for and then people will be aware. And poetry also, you know, is a means of making people aware of things that are happening
in the society.
Yeah, in this society. That is why sometimes, you know, we think poetry is easy, but actually it is not as easy as we think. You understand? Because you have to make research, and then you have to make sure that anything you are saying to the people is factual. You understand? So I love it. And then I wanted to stop earlier on, but I couldn't.
You couldn't?
I couldn't.
Why do you want to stop at first?
Okay, the reason why I wanted to stop poetry, one is due to time factor.
Okay.
You know, because I say, you know, when I tell people I'm a busy man, they say they didn't know I'm busy. But actually, I'm a very busy man. You know,
Okay.
even my mother can attest to that.
What are some of the things that you do that made you busy?
Thank you so dangerously for asking that question. You understand? Because I'm a student.
All right.
Understand?
One.
Yeah, I'm going to the UTG. That is one.
Okay.
Understand? We have a Dara.
Two.
You know, I'm also there. Three, I go for part-time teaching.
Okay.
You know, at schools, and also I go for part-time studies. You know, I go and teach people at home. So if you combine all those things
together
and any mission at home, because I'm the firstborn, it's me. From my father's side to my mother's side to my own side and to the side of my siblings. You understand? So obviously you can see how busy I wrote many poems, but to go to the studio, in fact, to record a poem is a problem. I just recorded 3 poems, but yeah, they went viral. Yeah, but hopefully I will record more if I become less busy.
Okay, you have to make time for yourself.
Sure.
That is it.
Yeah, that's right. No, I will after I get married.
But then you will be quite busy a lot.
Indeed. And that is one
because women are something else.
Hey, those people, those people, like, they are a very serious case. You understand? And sometimes, you know, I do feel bad because, you know, poets will have a show and then they will invite you, but, you know, to even have time to go to the place, you know, is a problem. So others understand, but others find it very difficult to understand the situation. But it's not easy like that, as I said. Yeah, I was on it, hopefully. Yeah.
Okay, then. Do you have any rituals or habits that help you get into the mindset to write?
Yes, the habit of reading. Yeah, because as a poet, you should read a lot. You know, that is why, you know, sometimes, you know, I do tell people the reason why I and Genius, maybe, and my guy, Pilot, you know, we read, you know, we choose Genius as our mentor.
Yeah.
And whatever we find him doing is what we do. You understand? Genius reads a lot. That's why if you listen to his poems are never related. If you release this poem, the next poem he will release, you will think, you know, it's from heaven. You understand? Because you read in order to introduce yourself to new words or vocabularies. You know, so I read. Yeah, I read. That habit, you know, gives you the spirit and also introduce you to new vocabularies. You understand? Because as a poet, you should not stick to one word every day, every poem the same word. It's crazy. And I love literature a lot. It's one of my best subjects.
Literature.
Yeah, and it helped me a lot, you know, with the rhyming schemes and all those stuff. Sometimes when we rhyme, they think we are rappers.
Rapping, yeah.
Exactly, but nonetheless, we are rappers.
Okay.
But we write
just a bit different.
A band of
Okay, is there a particular poem of yours that holds special significance to you? Can you share the story behind it?
Yes. Okay, there is this poem that, you know, whenever I read it or listen to it, I feel something.
You get emotional?
I get emotional. Sometimes I cry. Yeah, because it is the poem that I wrote for my uncle.
Your uncle?
He passed away, you know.
Oh, my condolences.
I mean, I'm so... You understand? He's my father's younger brother. But we were living in the same compound. We were staying in that compound even before it was done, or even before we moved to that particular compound. You understand? So I'm with him. We sleep in the same house, the same room. You know, we move together. We share a whole lot, and he advised me a whole lot. You understand? I learned a lot from him. Understand? Physically, morally, verbally, emotionally, anyhow. Understand? He taught me a lot. So there is a day he got sick. You know, on Tuesday, I personally drove him to the hospital, but he couldn't make it. On Friday, he lost his life. That is a day before his birthday.
Okay.
Yeah. So my mind is always on him. Okay. Because we were there together, and today I am there alone. So I will just sit. There is a day that I sat, and then I started writing this poem. Still, to memorize the poem is a problem for me. Yeah.
Why can't you?
It's not easy.
Okay, is it here with you?
It's here with me.
Can you read it out? Share it to the world.
Share it to the world. The title of the poem is Saya.
Saya.
Yeah, because I love using Mandinka terms a lot. And I started with a line that I took from my grandpa. You know, he is also late, but he is the one who will be telling me, "Ni tata molia lumoli kafwe abiji karile abiji atije wala kalaba." Every time if you go karibija abiji lumina ni nara karile bafala atije kalaba. So I decided to start the poem with it, and here it goes. Abiji atije la kalaba. Saya buka sara. Nayela mo samba ise bara wanin kija fara dolwo se jara jara. Jamala miro jamfata. Suno dunda. Nyajiyo fela be bonna. Barinte fem fola fo ala talla dunyata minna. Lumolum isa mo ikari banta. Ala mobe minim na katung suno babe kunna. Kari tata. Adung ananate murunna. Sayama min kawandi wallahi fen kote te kawandi la. Fatale man din jamal ni fanyol jamfandi nyola muso nyamal ni kenyol la futwo danta teri mal tanyo ya danta man sakella sembo banta tanin na fele adanta ne man din kolu ko lolal be mu lalalati wallahi kulatina you know sa kontela saya fela dun tanna nteri kendo musa manja fela aya kodi baba siru kendo yela nkilim mama nkilim tero baba ke batata to nya sunu bale dun tanna modol la saya ka dunya fongola kuyandi molla. Death is inevitable. Allah's will is unquestionable. Nothing in this world is stable. Our still dunya lovers we are becoming. Drummers busy drumming when death calls, there is no homecoming. In the grave we are all incoming as death is oncoming and always overcoming. May Allah forgive our shortcoming as we are the upcoming and the grave is always welcoming. Death is taking us randomly, but we still live life fearlessly. Disobeying Allah just to be called a celebrity, you don't mind nudity, living life with pomposity. This is shitty, thinking you are pretty, when you are not even close to beauty, forgetting the day of accountability. Day mom, ñep la jege. Bul fogné xalé du dé parce que den sur ñu la gëna ndaw. Mag xalé, ñepa MCD. Kon defal lu war bes dina ñew nañ la jël ñu yëngal la nga ne tek ñu wodo wuyu ñu may la ndox du jaal ñu yëkëti do tok lu daraja reere lu am bi bari de mujjé jël kat tabal la ci gana kon aduna amut solo be mira la dunya la be kuma bal nin ko bal kela bari hani bi be nyinarin ko lumbina mbellala lumbina bentankula mansola ndum mote kanan nola hana mandiye folon kilin isafo kankar kunda kari le banta abadin sutungol sa sika ka dundala kaburo kono eni moti je fo ila baro woto muna jarita nying dunya kirim basola muna jarta nyokelol muna jarta ala soko nim fulan kafola nim bebe lorin ko bebe larin fana ko lumbina bebe tala yuno sa kontela sa ya dun tan atelo moti mu yankarandi kullo nim banke ayankarandi suturoni daji ka kendolla bari bi afela tata ala saya yen sunundi wato don se si nyaajiyo ya bonna bari komi nga fa nyamen doro de fem fala fa ala talla dunyata minna be duala fa ala saso arjan wala yo poet Julabaa Conteh.
Well, in the block is a note. Because you want the block as a note.
No, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's really touching. Like, say, most in the Karano, you know. Career kuma jamal foje.
No kuma jamal foje.
Sure. We be infinite me a most karana.
Exactly.
Say ita fe most na karano ila ni point ba.
Most mun karano jam wala aya jam fandi fonna.
Okay.
Because nde momo konde ko nunko you know sabe banale 2024. Dalala. And momo ya fa defa sa fo e man kende.
Okay.
Because a sen ni fo man tarabala. Understand? A sending balo for my wallet and just one time like Sasada aba fonola yenda call odumo moto from the garage le call messi loka biya fonde ndenga ka nyamoro bodo ndara so ko ngasa malota bije kanifinga ketatan dunda jana fenda kesa mambono jabato doctor mo ko nyanda check in kel e nyanda mo bele tano ka win Tuesday Wednesday for Thursday le ka fo mo le ko mo fo bala exactly so Thursday le ko fo mo si da bandu fo ngara scan kalon what is the problem. Ndem mo for understand no ana ndenda mënu leer ko mbi nga compilé no to mi nga 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 su ko but comme muslim mo la believe le ni mo la wato sita kamo alon ko mo ala la kitul so mo so ku karano to ko saya ate buka sara ate kanano le anytime mo fanan comme kana son dunya yi filindi dunya mo jama la filindi understand dunya mo jama la filindi yeah mo jama bal fam because ita ka tara jere yami reta fala one time yeta saya ada muntare nyare ita malo because nte kukili poetry I don't just do it pour baby molie wuri kari ka poetry ntol ka kala pour ka mol karandi wala na mostly nte na poem jamal bi ya nte fem mar nda ka fa wala ba mar ka fa nya wajiri bina de no malungu na no nta ma moto
okay
ni sidi ngon ya bla ga ba ya la wala you know sa wala na poem do bi my saying wo poemo yo poemo ni ba ma nya la ko so ngori sa yeah so most ko karanoje you know most lonko saya asinano wato wati you know mol kana ku fananke pour ka ala la jongo please e ka ala fana gisu bonni no wobbe ko le dum yalla ko komi ku jamal bi komi most mun karanoje but the main point is saya se terreno anytime so okay. Always is a pariakam
okay
as hadamali
okay I'll make uncle fananta la ñaan
Allahumma amin.
All right. So do you draw inspiration from personal experiences or do you often write from the perspective of others?
Nah, I don't write from the perspective of others.
Okay.
Because saya terasirin from saya dan nalo ni te fon saya terasirin idea na and I will write it.
Yeah, that's it.
Ni nga safe nde na poem ni masa vela I write everything munara na man kono ni ndara fon pare dalen kana nga edit
okay
you understand wala na wadi dol ji na boss nyala dafa no problème wol Ibrahima problème wol so ni na ba siri ni nga poem mo sa na poem wol dara non comme ngam copy mbadal copy la
okay
but ni na da jibe ko well they are somehow related because I am karandala wala nyam.
Okay.
But when it comes to writing, I write, you know, based on, you know, fengol mulyalan ko wala be kiri. And fengol mulyalan ko ndenga je ko ngajele anda nyanta fola. But not from the perspective of others yeah. Because ndefa ngo comme poemo ni moye poemo safe ay linko sa dije ni nga jibe si nyakele rek. That's it, because I can no support it. So I have to go watch, you know, and know what it contains. Okay. You know, comment, you know, yeah, nka call nyama, but abodola karaka copy and paste.
Okay, okay. Do you believe poetry has the power to bring about social or political change? Have you ever written poem with that intention? Or?
Yes, poetry can do that. You know, it can even do more than that. Yeah, either politically or socially, because nina da jibe coming kudol katara ke kan society ko. Maybe it will not have a direct because Hadamadi Yafanang, you know, Amantima. You say more than cooler again, I come far. I got cooler. But through the use of poetry, not for I and maybe Niaja for Amamberia, but don't me get an Amberia. So it will follow for a second or some good Maria according to you. You understand? So for the political aspect, it will work hard and we can but because of that is a problem, you understand? You know, I personally I don't hate any government. But I hate the way the government is governing. That is my point. Hating the government or hating the people that are working in that government makes no sense. You understand? Because government they are all human beings. The most important thing is let them govern the way it's supposed to be done. So I wrote a poem about it. Unspoken reality is about it. The system is about it. My say and when is about it. I have them. Coming cover them, Kabu studio but Ibambule, Jamaba.
Say, Elanin, the system in Atakam Nabadi ala Kolanker. Ning Atrema record follow San Nabe William. Isari said
the system.
Government body killing that is maybe I like Mumbai changes. Alright.
I know from the need change down. Okay. The system.
Okay.
Things in this world. Our nation is sad, especially without a dad. You as a lad can sometimes go mad or even question God why you were not born in Chad. See, due to the situation at hand, some left home without a goodbye. Okay. Even though they died, they survived from hand to mouth. And this place too of a command. I don't know stand. Can you be on this stand? Indeed, we respect the command of development, but it's sad to see the citizens of this humble nation cry. Some cry. We want to comply, for they can't deny. Our pockets become dry, we have nothing to buy, so before we die, let something be done, for we have nothing, and it's our right to survive. Can't we see the poor people suffocating every day? They have nowhere to go, nothing to do. Because of this, they get their neck tied. They are raised a belt and are at standby, waiting for the angel of death to come so they can wave a final goodbye. For the system is what failed them, and they have no hope in that system anymore. Certain thing. Hanisayin kesa mambo baluku mambo no nyamor. Nkaye certain thing. Hanisayin na nyaji fita no nanyo nyato hanifobi. Ntol mangta no nyato. Satel kata nyato ntol kamurun koma. Nko wa Gambia doron non bankoti. Na ko inke waketa kumbo kuti. Nanyo mampala soto marsete waketa bala fa kuti karanal man do ku soto. Waketa mira kuti. Lumolum problem kuta. Waketa jakale kuti. Moria hasidi waketa kulleti min fongo fo siyatan dati nyin kodum fon sa faye senea bari ku robu ko dula to fo kuru dula badi dammo la nyotinya palasi nyini nal la nyo moria wandi futu tinya wandi de woye nyinya majo fenna fo ka moria ka wandi de mo doku ka tinya fo nyinte fo mente dam nola yemin fi wala ka fali nañ raxas suñ xol bi te ànd ak suñ xel ngir Gambia ñoo ko bokka ñaata nit ñoo fi nekk amuñ liggéey ñaata nit ñoo fi nekk di dee lii yëpp kañ lay jee bés bu nekk nit ñi yaa ngee jooy xanaa lii duy metti seen xol. I just wish the government knows what we're going through. Then and only then they will stop buying fancy cars and help us live a good life. Serignante nekk aada si suñ biiri kër yi hana dem fatene ya domi jambur dosi am dara budut bakar te du dara lu nit wara yakar kon budé lolu moy dégabi te moy dégabi ne nekk ben ngir mëna dem kanam parce que aduna amut solo pour dégabi dem kanam fokk ñu jappalante te baña ya banko la kilimba yambe wala noma sate la nyatota ba lalla nyokano fondinke la barako badi ngol ning inna ñol ning baba ñol la sima ya banka ala dani wala la ñen dunte keno la nimma ñoti ñata ka fayin koma fon sondo mol se fa nyokano let's make here real decision as idleness rots the mind your poet alawama
Julabaa. Okay. Yeah. To remind you again, you are watching Eco TV International, the people's choice. You can kindly follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you want to sponsor this program, please call on the numbers on the screen. Well, poeming adiatale kende ko.
Thank you.
Saying, poeming ya tagat proof of government dan mala wala.
The poem coming after nyam. The karandiro rek. I target the government and the more move and I coming man do not them tell you them do not
okay
come more no more you know it is example B it is saying okay you know you people have Eco TV you know and then you are doing great Eco TV jam so lungi na rek maybe you know not janta not femal betina you know wala ngata muro ya ko kol betina Eco TV be soto la ko rek say atolo ni programme mum ke kam you know at least ka mo na you know to showcase that abe soto la ko fana soto la do bara soto Eco TV say foda fa mom foda ni na da sate ba ka tama bijam so nga bunjam ba kilin soto wala mo kilin fini da bunjam lo ay sate ni ñen la fa amane ni ñi ñandi le bari say ni do ñata no ko fana ja yo bunjam lo yo bunjam lo ya debul say ale bunjam soto la sato ni na da gambia man ta ndo la mo ken don ko le bondi say fufu le mo wotu wala na ni degree ma that is the fact so wala na ñu moya ni masa ko nda ngeto le ma yeah ngeto le ma
okay
and I wish you know things go the way we expect
okay cool fale
yeah ko na fale na no den dafa was kino next time ñu ko le ko jura ba ay ngal mo fale spain ba be ma
it's okay still about changes bakela inshallah kon ida lafta la ñame rek yeah well time of la da ban jam fakang yeah inshallah next time be invite la ko tank nga jama ka ba nga kumo ba siad ne but time mang allow yeah
no jam ko mi hani ko 2 hours as far as about Gambia da ban
okay and then follow us. This is how we've come to the end of the program. Kindly follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. This is your show, The Poetry Slam, with me, Roheyatou Touray, and my guest here was Julabaa. As the Mandinka say, Wafir Laba, Felente Sierra Leja. I'll sim follow Nyawanyarek, inshallah, next episode. We're gonna farala. Saying Sila final word di mola outside the fan so learning Eco TV International. Okay,
because I don't know you personally, but you still give me the chance to be here. That shows that you are not here for those whom you know, but you are here for those that have the talent. And that is how it should be. So I will first of all say a very big thank you to you. Very big thank you to Eco TV for giving me the opportunity to be here. And even tomorrow if you call me, I'll come.
I'll call you, inshallah.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure to be here. Okay. And to my fans, I cannot be on board because it is, how to call it, how many months since I recorded my last year, I think March, I recorded last. So, I'm coming, Nkanale poem jama benyaro le no anu bon mo fana bella moy kam pa fala la baraka comme a fanya me like share subscribe ali mo follow ali follow okay thank you so much I really appreciate it
okay I appreciate too, thanks very much, and follow us. Bye till next week inshallah. Love all. Ramadan Mubarak to everyone.